there would be somebody dead in Bexar County or somebody dead in a field, and they'd be trying to identify the body. Then somebody would identify the body, and it may be you. For the offense of promotion or prostitution of a person younger than 18 years, court is calling 2015 CR 11815W, State of Texas versus Amiia Cooper. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Charles Bunt for Ms. Cooper.
And are you Ms. Cooper? All right. Ms. Cooper, before we do that, Mr. Bonk, you are appointed to represent Ms. Cooper today. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Have you had ample time to review the allegations in the motion?
I have, and we're waiving our preparations.
All right. Ms. Cooper, do you understand that your attorney has 10 days to prepare for a hearing on this matter? You need to say yes or no. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand your attorney is waiving that right and he's asking to proceed now? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any objection to proceeding with this now?
No, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Amiia Cooper who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 11815W for the offense of promotion or prostitution of a person younger than 18 years and placed on probation on January 25th, 2016 for a period of 5 years and extended for 3 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 2 on or about the 25th day of July 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Amiia Cooper, did in there legally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Okay, here's the thing. I can't hear you. You're going to have to speak up. You can't be whispering because I know when you're in public, you don't whisper. It's public, you don't whisper. So how do you plead to a violation of condition number 2 that's just been read by the state? True or not true?
It's true.
We'll
State.
waive the remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
It is to adjudicate guilt or revoke the individual offer of probation and is sentenced to 2 years in TDC.
Is that the agreement?
That is our agreement, Judge.
Ms. Cooper, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
I cannot
Yes.
hear you. All right. The court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served.
Just for the record, Judge, I've been told by the court staff and the probation department, she has 576 days credit that we're asking to receive.
Robert, and
Yes.
please time for her state ed status and state ISF.
All right. Were those successfully completed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I'll give her credit for any time and inpatient treatment. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about what a weapon or need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. I understand the issues that you've had in your life, but at some point in time, you are going to have to start making better decisions, because otherwise you're going to find yourself in and out of prison and back to the same place that you were before. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you have a significant other or somebody in your relationship who wants you to do things that are not for your best, then you need to drop them, because they mean you no good. And I don't know if what I'm telling you is sinking in or not, But if you have a boyfriend out there who's making you do things or wants you to do things for fast and easy money, then guess what? That is not the person for you. And you're going to have to stop using drugs, because otherwise, what you had in your system today, that could be the last time you use. And then guess what? There would be somebody dead in Bexar County or somebody dead in a field, and they'd be trying to identify the body. Then somebody would identify the body, and it may be you. Don't be that person. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. We may excuse.
You may be excused. Thank you so much.
What is happening on this case?
Judge,
Oh, no, she was in the
oh,
correct.
she was, okay, don't listen to me.
Yes.
Too long, Judge. Judge, they had an offer conveyed, we considered it, we're not able to come to a meeting of the minds, so I think we're gonna have to have a jury conference.
All right, Ms. Burns, can I have a 2-week reset as a plea deadline date, please? October 14th. All right, we're gonna come back on October 14th, and at that time, you need to let me know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer. If you choose not to accept the state's offer, then I will give you a June call setting, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor,
Do you
appreciate
have
it.
any questions about anything? Are you able to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you need to speak. I don't understand handshakes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll see you back on that date, and Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form.
Your Honor, thank you.
And you're welcome. And this is for sentencing, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 9806, State of Texas versus David Keonis. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense?
Leo Gonzalez for David Quinones.
And are you David Keonis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea to count 2 on August 9th, and you entered a plea of guilty. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court deferred finding of guilt as you had applied for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargaining agreement, state was only proceeding on count 2. Punishment was to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There was an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Carlos Ochoa and David Gonzalez, and the state is opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No objection.
Defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, any witnesses, state?
No witnesses, Judge.
Defense, any witnesses?
Just briefly, my client, Your Honor.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. Defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
and I'm sorry, state your name for the record, please.
David Quinones.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Quinones, you have answered some questions regarding this case that we're here on today, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you understand the severity of the offense that you're charged with? You take responsibility for the actions that you displayed on that day.
I do.
Do you understand that you could have handled that situation differently?
Definitely could have.
How could you have handled that situation differently, sir?
I just, I lost.
Before you go forward, can you talk up a little bit more so the reporter can hear you?
I hadn't been taking my psych meds, and I feel like without them, it's kind of hard to control my emotions. And I suffered a traumatic brain injury in 2017, and the year after, I started seeing things that weren't there and hearing things that weren't there. And I guess my paranoia was really high, and my anxiety levels were high. And I just feel like I could have handled it a lot better.
Now, you have some criminal history here in Bexar County and also in Oasis County, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, and there were some offenses related to assault and credit card abuse in Oasis County.
yes.
Those were prior to the accident?
Those are prior to that.
After the accident, you have had some offenses related to assaultive behavior. Is that correct?
I have.
Okay. Now, during those times, were you not taking your medication as well?
Yeah.
What has led to you not being able to take your medication? What has particularly been an issue?
Just financially, it's hard. I mean, I have Medicare, and it's really not an excuse, but it's just something money was really tight. It was either pay the rent or pay for my meds, and I chose the latter.
On that day that this incident that you pled guilty to here today, actually, I'm sorry, a few weeks ago, why did you have the reaction that you did?
I was just really frustrated. I had just enough money to get where I needed to go, and I just feel like all the stresses of the following month or the previous month, it just, accumulated and I just lost my cool. I just, just couldn't control myself.
If you're placed on probation, we follow all the recommendations the court gives,
I can do that, yes.
including going to treatment.
Yeah, I think that would be beneficial in my recovery process.
You have in the past indicated you've used alcohol and marijuana.
Yes.
If there's any requirement for treatment regarding those issues, would you follow those recommendations?
I could definitely follow those recommendations.
What else do you want to tell the court as to why you should be placed on probation at this time?
I just need an opportunity to show you guys that I'm better than what my actions suggest. I have kids out there that need to see me, and I want to be a part of their life in a positive light. And just really just want to be able to try and make a difference.
And one last thing, you've been placed on probation before, and the court's going to want to know why is it going to be different this time if you're given the opportunity to be placed on probation, that you'll successfully complete it and not be back here in front of her again.
I know what I'm capable of doing, and I know that I have a plan to get all my issues in order. And first part of that plan is to be on my meds and not skip days on taking them. And I feel like I can do that. I just this whole experience of being incarcerated has been eye-opening for me. And I don't want this to be, the last thing that people think about when you think of me. I want to be able to make a difference and prove that this isn't all that I'm about.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Judge, I have no questions.
So, is that your own witness? now?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
This is the court's views on it. Like, I do realize he has traumatic brain injury. I do realize that no one was injured, but someone's threatened. I do realize that he's schizophrenic bipolar. And I do realize that this is a case, since someone needs major help, they're saying he does not meet the criteria for DVRL. So this is what I want to do. I want to give the defendant deferred adjudication, but before I consider 100% doing that, I want some more information because this is what I need to know. I need to know if he's going to have a case manager for his mental health issues. Most definitely he will be on GPS and he will be allowed to attend mental health appointments. But I don't want to do any of this until I know that there's a case manager for him, and that I don't know. And the mental health evaluation that was done, it just says he's not eligible. And should he deteriorate, then they'll reconsider.
Right.
So we need to look into some sort of placement for him, or just some assurances to the court that there is a case manager in place to make sure that he's taking his medications. As I see here, he's been in and out of Laurel Ridge, in and out of the mix. I don't want to place him on deferred adjudication and then we have an episode and his treatment is the emergency room, or his treatment is not receiving treatment but immediately going to the mix. So, defense, first stage, or probation, when do you think we'll have that information? Because honestly, Mr. Pianist, I think the easiest thing for me to do is to send you to prison. But I think when I send you to prison, you're still going to have your mental health issues with no case manager to make sure that everything is taken care of. And we do have a felony mental health treatment court here, but that court, my understanding, only handles pretrial diversion issues. I'm sorry, counsel, can I have the trial court certification?
Yes, Your Honor.
So,
Your Honor, I can always get a case manager through the Center for Healthcare Services.
well, here's the thing. The problem is you can get that, but you haven't had that. Your answer to I'm having an episode is maybe picking up a case, or either somebody else seeing that you're having an episode and you're going to the Knicks, or you're going to Laurel Ridge, or you're going to University Hospital. We need to cut off the, your mental health treatment is you go to Laurel Ridge, you go to Knicks, which Laurel Ridge, the Knicks, University Hospital, they're great, but there should be something before it gets to that point. It's sort of if I were to not go to the hospital until I'm like extremely sick and I can't walk. Oh, now I'll go to the hospital. And they're like, you know what, Stephanie, if you were here 2 days ago, we could have done better. Or if you had a primary physician, they could have taken care of that. So I don't want us in that situation. So I need him to see about getting a case manager and seeing where we are then. And that is the only way that I will be considering deferred adjudication for him.
And Your Honor, we will, if we can get I guess, bring this back in about 30 days to check on the status of that. And if we're not able to provide that information, we'll let the court know.
All right. So you don't think we call this in 30 days? Yeah. I can do November 1st. All right, so we're gonna come back on November 1st. And are your parents still around?
Yes, my father is.
All right, so they may have some information on his prior
Yes, Your Honor.
medical, mental health issues.
Is this gonna be just like a off rate, not a?
No, it's a true food day.
Okay.
Yes. And Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may want to check with Judge Carruthers
Yes, Your Honor.
to see if they know of some program that could help him get a case manager, since they do mental health issues in that court.
I will check with that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I'll do some digging as well.
What do you think? Should she have taken the jury trial, or was the prison sentence justified? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments, Judge Boyd hearings, and viral legal drama every week.